Alright, welcome to Minuteman Operation. Same channel, just a different name. We will talk about that at a later point in time, because right now we're going to continue on with the whole modern day Minuteman idea. Something that I absolutely love. Like, I love the idea and concept behind, just grabbing your gear and getting out the front door as quickly as humanly possible to go help repel the invasion of the evil Mongolians, and I love the idea. And I think that every single person who has the mindset to protect and defend should have that mindset at least in the back of their head. Now, here's the thing. Not everybody is going to be able to fill that role of the modern day Minuteman. Whether it's because you're out of shape, family life, your environment, whatever. Like, there's 100 different reasons as to why somebody would not be able to fill the role successfully of a modern day Minuteman. I mean, if you look back in history, it was a select group of people, grab their stuff and get out the door. Like, don't worry about anything else except for getting out that front door and engaging whatever the threat is. So, not everybody is going to have that ability. Now, that doesn't mean you're a terrible person, that it's not a horrible thing, it's not the end of the world if you cannot fill that role of the modern day Minuteman. However, this is where that whole opinion thing comes in. However, I do feel that everybody should push to achieve that goal of filling the role of a modern day Minuteman. Now, this is my opinion, like, take it as you will. How exactly would someone fill that role of a modern Minuteman, or of a modern day Minuteman? Like, what would they have to do to fill that role? And again, my opinion, like, this is not fact, this is not, there's not a bunch of evidence supporting this, like, it's my opinion. So, first and foremost, having all of your gear, and before I continue, this is in no particular order, so, yeah. But, anyways, having all of your gear, your firearm, your kit, your supplies, your resources, whatever, having all of that stuff in one centralized location, whether it be like a room, or your closet, or a tote underneath your bed, whatever, like, making sure that you have everything that you need ready to go. That way, if the Mongolians start invading, you know right where you have to go. You don't have to search for things. You don't have to be like, oh, well, my rifle's over there, my kit's way over there, my helmet's out in the garage. Like, just being able to have all your stuff in one centralized location is going to be extremely beneficial in trying to fill the role of a modern day Minuteman. It's going to reduce the amount of time that it's going to take you to get out the front door if you know right where everything is. See, like me, outside of the pack, my main gear is right here. Got the chest rig, got the belt. The only thing that's not here is the pack, and that's just because I'm working on stuff up in the shop with it. So, yeah, it's not down here. I gotta fix that. But, my immediate stuff is right here. Quick, easily accessible, not gonna take much, and then I can get out the front door to go fight off the evil Mongolians. So, and like I said, whether it be your closet, a tote under your bed, a completely dedicated room to whatever, like, having a dedicated spot is definitely going to be significantly more beneficial to filling that role. Now, the second thing is fitness. Like, get out, go for hikes, go for runs, go for walks, get yourself to a physical level to where you know you're going to be able to function appropriately in that type of environment. You know, if you're sitting there living off of freaking junk food and soda all day, as there's a soda bottle behind me, that's not going to help you. You're not going to be able to move as quickly as humanly possible. You're not going to be able to leave your house with 80 plus pounds worth of gear, hike 20 miles, and go engage some form of threat. You're not going to be able to. So taking the time now before, things completely fall apart to get yourself in shape, to, hike that 20 miles with an 80-pound pack or whatever is really going to be beneficial. Like, just overall, in general, it's going to be beneficial. It's going to help you health-wise. It's going to just make you feel better. And, who wants to be out of shape their entire life? So, yeah, take the time now to just get safe. Take the time now to just get in shape before it's too late and you have to figure that out when it's too late. Finally, number 3, train. Do just as much training as humanly possible. Whether it's taking your firearm out to the range or, timing yourself. Like, how long would it take me to go from being in my bed, like I'm sleeping, to running over, grabbing my gear, and then running outside to go do whatever it needs to be done. How long is that going to take? And, a little foreshadowing, we'll leave that at that. But, taking the time now to just figure out how long it would take you to actually get out of your house with your loadout, with your gear and equipment, is going to also be quite beneficial. Oh, my camera's doing weird things. I don't know what that is. Anyways, yeah, just simply taking the time now to train and work with your firearms, work with your gear, work with, timing yourself on getting out of your house, and yeah, and then number 4, we'll go with number 4. Number 4 is going to be just simply making sure that your vehicle is ready to go, that you have the ability to put your gear in your vehicle if necessary, that you have some kind of gear and equipment already set up in your vehicle. That kind of, you guys can do whatever you want with that. But yeah, those are kind of just 4 simple little things, in my opinion, that I feel would definitely help get someone to the point of filling the role of a modern day Minuteman. Now, I'm sure that there is a bunch more stuff that can be thrown in there, but overall, that to me, it's simple. 4 very simple things that you can do to get yourself in that position, in that role. And, that stuff doesn't happen overnight. I mean, you spend one day at the range, that doesn't make you an expert. This stuff has to happen time and time again, 2-3 times a week, a dozen times a month, whatever. Like, this stuff has to happen regularly in order for it to actually be effective. Getting in shape, training, working with your gear. Like, you can't just do it once and be like, oh, I'm an expert. Like, that's not how that works. It'd be really easy, like, it'd be super freaking convenient, but that's really not how this works. So, thoughts and opinions down below. Let me know what you guys and girls think. Add to this. Put your own opinion in on this. But yeah, I'm gonna quit talking. But yes, I'm gonna quit talking because I'm pretty sure my camera's about to run out of space. So, if you like the video, hit the like button. If not, feel free to hit the dislike button. We do have a video coming up talking about some updates on the Minuteman room. But yeah, other than that, I'm going to quit talking. So I hope everybody has a wonderful day.